All right, so the play-in is about to wrap up. It's like we basically got the Pelicans versus the Kings, and we got Miami versus the Hawks. And it sucks because on both ends, there's injuries all to go around. I mean, yes, Sacramento been had like injuries and stuff like that. I was like Zion got hurt at the end of the Laker game. Butler got hurt at the beginning of the game, and Caruso also got hurt during that game as well too. But now that we're here, hey, if if everything was healthy, I'd probably go for Miami versus the Hawks because I want to see Jimmy Butler up in there. And same with the New Orleans because I want to see Zion in there. But if not, I was like, I was like, Chicago just might be more fun to play the Celtics. I don't think they're going to really be. I don't even think they're going to really be competent. Really, I think it's going to be a sweep kind of thing. But I think Kobe White, Drummond, Caruso healthy, DeRozan, you always know going to get you 20-25. They're a fun group, and I think that they like Caruso's not the same thing as Jimmy Butler being hurt, so they go weather that storm a lot better than I was like a lot better with Caruso. Miami, even in that game, it just I was like it's one of the things where just like even if we got to the playoff, it's really just gonna be like okay, what is Jimmy gonna do? What is Bam gonna do? And kind of thing is, Hero like like his body, like he was just like die for like 27, and it was just like, oh my god, like you would think the way he was shooting them shots, but then also too, if you think about it, especially with Terry Rozier being out as well too, who else is going to really get? Who else is really going to need to buck? Who else is going to really open up that offense? Who really going to spread out the floor in a way? Nobody. Um, Now, granted, I don't think I was like Hawkins didn't really. I was like he played okay. He didn't really play like thing crazy. Needed I was like Jovic didn't get like a ton of minutes there, but you could just see like because there was no reason for there really was no reason that Nikola Batum should really just body y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they would up for a good chunk, and then the Sixers would come back. Then they would be able to hold them off. Then the Sixers would come back until it was just like, yeah, you keep doing that, and then Embiid finally just got enough going. So that's why I'm like, it's one of the things that's like you can never count the Heat, but this one just didn't. This one just didn't look it. But I'm just saying that I'm like, if Butler's not going to be able to go, then there's really no hope at all. So give me the Bulls. They'll at least be fun to see, watch and play. They'll at least have like some grinding out toughness and give them a good run of that 4 games. The Western with the Kings and New Orleans, if they play the same way they played against the Lakers, we're pretty like, and they gonna have they can't because Zion's not there. Zion was over here giving you 40, while the rest of them were just looking like we're here, and I'm like that's now get me wrong. I was like if Zion is able to come back or something like they got a chance to beat Oklahoma City. I think a lot better than Sacramento. I think Sacramento sort of plays into uh, Oklahoma City. But with all that being said, I was like, no, I was Murphy and Alvarado was the ones that really came to play. Ingram was just sort of a dud, a bit disappointing, and CJ sort of just sometimes get a check. Um, so give me Sacramento. They gonna play hard. I'm not saying that New Orleans don't play hard, but I'm like I know from the top stars down they play hard. You seen like Keon Ellis was out here just D'ing up Curry and whatnot. So I'm like, give me them. The place is fun. The atmosphere is fun. I'll take them all day in this matchup if that's how it's going to be with these injuries. Go ahead and saddle me up with Sacramento. I mean, don't get me wrong. I was like, I'm not saying that they can't beat Oklahoma City because I think they can too. I was thinking that um, the bigs and stuff that they have in New Orleans will be a tough matchup more so against the rest of them in Oklahoma City, more so than just. I mean, Lynn doesn't really play like that, so just Sabonis, and I like Sabonis. Like while he could be a double machine, I was like he not also. I was like Oklahoma can battle him with the bigs that they got, a lot better than I think the three bigs that they sort of got with Zion, Lance, and Valanciunas in New Orleans. But anyway, doesn't really matter. I was like, well, the East, I was like, the Celtics, I think, are going to win that matchup. And the West, I think Oklahoma going to probably win that matchup too. But against these other teams. But yeah, anyway, who you want to win? I was like, does it really matter at this point? We're over here talking about the pretty much the bottom part of the play. Anyway, let me know what you think. Till then, we'll see how these results go. Time for playoffs.